on to you, Leos. So for you, you Leos have, I'm using my Mermaid Tarot deck. Also, by the way, if there's anybody in New York City who watches my videos and you do MMA, please make sure to reach out to me. That way, if you'd like to meet up, do some MMA, right? Get some practice in, all of that type of stuff. Appreciate it. So for you, Leos, you have the Nine of Swords, the King of Swords, and you have the Nine of Wands. I'm using my Mermaid Tarot deck. So for you, Leos, a lot of you Leos have to kind of stop being kind of worried about your future, and if some crazy exes or nonsense is going to come back to you. The answer to that, honestly, is they can come back, but it really depends on if you allow them to come back. You know, once again, for all the newcomers and for the people who haven't heard it in a while, you are what you are. You are what you attract isn't necessarily just like that, right, on its face, right? You are what you are attract is denoting how if someone comes into your life, if you value their value systems, right, and the two of you value systems are similar, then the two of you are going to go together naturally, because your value system is going to correlate or be kin or be very much so similar to theirs. So your value system as Leos is not correlating with them, with anyone that's on some dysfunctional stuff. It's not. So the thing is that for you, you just have to understand, and I've talked about this before, right? No problem. But the majority of the world is parasitic. You understand what I'm saying? So you're going to find somebody or come across somebody, no pun intended, that is parasitic, that is dysfunctional, that is messed up, you know, warped. So you have to understand to shield yourself from that type of stuff. But this over warranting of it, that's the thing. Like, when you get scared, see, this is what I'm saying. Like, you can't be so scared to the point, or cautious, or scared or precautious to the point where you end up getting tight. You know, you end up thinking about guarding yourself only on defense. Because when you're only on defense, what happens is that you don't pay attention to what's actually going on. You just close your eyes and just try to figure out what exactly is going on, right? And it's guesswork once you stop paying attention, as opposed to paying attention close enough to understand that you Leos are not in any kind of danger whatsoever. The only danger that you're in is if you allow those treacherous people to actually come back into your life. See, those people can't really do anything to you as long as you stay on guard with them, and as long as you have your head on. Then you'll be thinking critically. It's when you lower your guard and you have them hanging around you, right, and you don't see them clearly for who they are, is how it is that they end up taking advantage of you. So the thing about it is that for you Leos, the Nine of Wands represent here, it represents well, it represents a number of things, actually, because when you blend these three together, it represents a number of things. Because number one, it represents kind of the facade or the internal worrying that you Leos are going through, where it's like you don't want the freakazoids or the weirdos, the people that you stop talking to come back to you and say what's up to you. I'm not sure. I don't really keep track of these things, but I think we're in a Mercury retrograde. That's neither here nor there, right? Because I don't really keep track of those things. The point of the matter is, they can't get to you. So there's no point in you being messed up about that. They literally can't get to you whatsoever. And then not only that too, but the Nine of Wands represents how you have to learn to get over the precaution or the fear or the anxiety. Fear and anxiety are not the same thing, right? Fear is crippling, you know, as to where anxiety is nervousness, because you're thinking about what could potentially happen. So there is a difference, right? A lot of times people conflate the two and they use it interchangeably, and it's not. And why that's important is because your words are important, because it creates a perception of what you're talking about. Like if you say something like fear and then you say anxiety, totally different. Totally different. So what happens here is that the devil and the Ace of Swords represents, the devil is you. The devil is you, Leos, going back and forth with yourselves internally, like really overly being precautious about like people that literally are not going to be able to reach out and touch you if you don't allow them to. And you're thinking about if they come back in, meeting people that you used to know, exes, stuff like that. If they come back in, what will they do? How will they treat you? And the answer is, you already know the answer to that question. They're going to treat you like trash after acting like they're nice, because that's their main goal. And you Leos know that. So what do? Well, from what I'm seeing, the Ace of Swords represents you have to travel into your greatest fear, which is to stop caring so much about if the person comes back. Some of the Leos gonna be watching this video. They're gonna be like, what in the world did you just say? Because part of learning how to actually deal with your own problems is by becoming comfortable with what it is that you fear, actually confronting what you fear. So when you fear something, confront it, meet it head on sometimes, right? So the thing is that for you, if someone that you used to talk to comes back, great. You Leos already know what to do. If you don't know what to do, I'm gonna hook you up. You don't talk to them. You ghost them. You stay away from them. Problem solved. No matter what they say, no matter what they do, no matter how nice they are, no matter how they move, like, you don't take them seriously. You don't reach back out to them. You don't look to set up anything else in the future with them. You appreciate them for who you once thought they were when everything was going well, and then you stay away from them. Because I'm seeing how a lot of you Leos are dealing with, like I said before, the anxiety. Some of you are dealing with the fear, like what's going to happen? What does happen? What does happen? You know, stop being so afraid of it. You know, even if you are afraid of it, it's good. Step into the power vacuum. Confront it. Step into the fear, not away from it. So the thing is that the King of Wands and the Four of Cups right here is about how that's where your power is. And this is when you Leos are going to wake up, so to speak, right? Or make a big realization that there is nothing to fear. That a lot of the time, like for instance, a lot of the times that you think that these big bad wolves, right? Regardless of either side, regardless of whatever you're into, you think that they are so much better than you. I'm telling you what it is. Like, I've seen it myself with my own two eyes. You know, recently, the very same person, like somebody was kind of, you know, clowning me and stuff like this or whatnot about how it is that, you know, over some stuff. And I was telling them, you know, that ultimately, you know, I love my business. I love doing what it is that I do. You know, I really love it. And I kind of caught the person on a live and everything like that. And like, this is after I left. I came back just to kind of peep what they were doing a little bit. You know, that's definitely not stalking. I ain't care that much. But I was thinking about going back to say what, and I just like stood there for a minute and just watched. And like, I could see like the person literally like eating ramen noodles, and then they just put the ramen noodles down and they did this with their head in their hands, just like this, because I could tell that the person was thinking about what it is that I had said to them. But in front of me, when I was like typing to them and stuff like this in a live, right, they was like kind of clowning me a little bit. But that's my point though. The point that I'm trying to make here is that's the same kind of principle. It's the idea that you don't understand what's on the other end of that. You thinking that these people are out to get you, and they are, but they're not as truly powerful as you Leos put them up to be. You're pedestalizing them even to the extent of thinking that they're absorbently more powerful than you, when you are supposed to look at the situation for what it is. Don't look at it for, don't underestimate them, but at the same time, don't overestimate them either. Just peep game for what it is and just respect it. But peep game and really make your own assessment of it. Because this is what the King of Wands and the Four of Cups represents. King stepping into your kingly or your queenly royal role of that. It's the idea of you Leos actually peeping game that the individuals that made you feel kind of sick to your stomach right now, right, made your stomach turn and everything like that, when you were getting to know them, or maybe you were down a little bit, right? Look at them and really see and really pay attention to how they don't really have a whole lot of value like that. Not really. They doing bad. I'm sure of it. Just pay attention to it, and take notes mentally. And the thing is that the Page of Swords, you Leos are going to be kicking yourselves a little bit. Like you're going to be mad at yourself a little bit, because you Leos are going to be like, I can't believe I actually allowed this person to really get up in my head to the point where you know what I'm saying, to the point where I allowed this person to really control my own game on me. Because the Six of Wands and the Sun card, which is Leo, so you showed up in your own reading, y'all have a lot to live for. So how you gonna let somebody call the shots in your own game? Where's the game? The game is in you. The game is in here. Your heart, your head and your heart, your mind and in your heart. That's where the game is. And for you not to even be worried about that type of stuff, because at the end of the day, you Leos don't have to participate. Why did this come up? Because you Leos probably still thinking about an individual that you shouldn't even be caring about, really. Let's clarify the Sun card. Let's clarify the Sun. The Magician, King of Wands, Four of Cups, Five of Cups, the Six of Cups. Ooh, 4, 5, and 6. Ooh, consecutively. Okay. To clarify the Sun card. Okay. The Magician and the King of Wands is about how they are fronting to be the King of Wands. They're telling you off. They're brave. They're powerful. But you Leos, all you have to do is just look and see, like, they're not doing as great as you think that they are. The Four of Cups, the Five of Cups, and the Six of Cups represents the stars will align for you Leos to see what I'm talking about. When they come back, not if, because the Six of Cups came up, but when they come back, right? When they come back trying to make it seem like they're giving you another chance, right? They're trying to make it seem like everything is your fault if you just relax, The two of you could have been in a real good relationship, but they'll give you another chance. Just ask yourselves, why is it that this person is coming back? And remember, I said that they was going to come back at the very beginning of this reading. Boom, you later turn out to get the Six of Cups. Because I know what I'm talking about. Ask yourselves, though, why is this person coming back? And you'll be able to actually get the answer as to why they are coming back. It's because you Leos are more important than what those goofy individuals are giving credit for. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. There's a link in the comment section below called a Linktree link. Click on it. It will redirect you to a website where there's all the ways to get a personal reading from me. Appreciate it.